Welcome back to our weekly update. I'm Charlotte McLeod with the Investing News Network, and I'm here to give you a quick look at our top stories for the week. It hasn't been an easy week for gold. After last week's run to nearly $2,000 per ounce, the yellow metal pulled back quickly. It sank below the 1900 mark on Monday, declining as low as 1873 on Wednesday. Gold was back to just below 1900 at the time this video was recorded on Thursday, but some experts think it could still drop further. I had the chance to speak with Gareth Soloway of InTheMoneyStocks.com, who remains bullish on gold but expects the precious metal to move down to 1825 to 1850 before breaking out much higher. While that might sound disheartening, Gareth said he sees this potential pullback as a great opportunity to accumulate more gold. Gold was far from alone in its decline this week. Major indexes like the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq Composite extended losses that began last week, although they saw some recovery later in the period. Gareth also shared his thoughts on those declines, highlighting a couple of key events. For one thing, Netflix's earnings shocked the market and left investors wary as they waited for other major companies to share their results. For another, next week's U.S. Federal Reserve meeting is now in the spotlight, with expectations of a 50 basis point rate hike running high. While many of the commentators I've spoken with ultimately don't expect the central bank to be able to curb inflation effectively, its actions are still very much in focus and can cause turmoil. With the upcoming Fed meeting in mind, we asked our Twitter followers this week how much of a rate hike they think is coming. The poll was ongoing at the time of this recording, but most respondents said 50 basis points. We'll be asking another question on Twitter next week, so make sure to follow us and share your thoughts. I want to finish up with a quick note on uranium, where a couple of recent events have caused some concern. First, the commodity has seen a fairly large pullback over the last 2 weeks or so, dropping from about $64 per pound to around $53. Second, news hit midweek that the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust's application to list on the NYSE ARCA has been rejected by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. A press release indicates the trust doesn't meet the exchange's listing standards due to its structure and the nature of the physical uranium market. While lower prices and the Sprott Trust roadblock have shaken some market participants, others are less concerned. Justin Hune of Uranium Insider pointed out on Twitter that while the Sprott Trust decision is disappointing, it's clear it doesn't need a NYSE ARCA listing to succeed. I recently had a longer conversation with Justin about the uranium industry as a whole, and I recommend checking it out if you'd like to get a long-term perspective on the sector. I'll leave the link below. That's all for this week. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss future updates and interviews. You can also follow us on social media or click below for our free report or any article mentioned in this video. We'll see you next time.